there you are.
Hey, you guys. Welcome. Happy Monday.
Is there such a thing?
We changed a little bit of, I don't know why we changed, because we changed the setting for two reasons. One, why not?
You like this?
I don't know. And two, is not changing anything.
Off.
And two, I'll tell you, I think that these corners of these corners of kitchen that we're using are like the worst in terms of lighting. I think that I really need to step up my game. Zoe has been trying to help me, and I keep forgetting to look at the websites that she sent me to, but I think that I need to buy some new lights and be a little bit more professional. So that said, I just thought, let's change, we're having a fun episode today, a super fun episode, and I'm actually going to ask you questions. So I thought, why not have fun with the setting? So, hi guys, how are you doing?
Close that door because you know who's going to come wandering in there.
Unless they're having dinner down and they're having a picnic down there.
I don't know.
So, welcome. Hi Barbara. How was your week? I want to wait until more people gather in before I start talking about my magical oatmeal, because I really want to share with you. Hi Coffee First. Hi Cookie. Hi Ruth. No, Ruth. Why did you say Ruth?
We don't have any idea why you say anything that you say. I only know one Ruth, and she isn't apparently.
Hi guys. Okay, so sorry. I realized that I was just looking at the screen, and so let's tell you what I'm doing. I always make extra oatmeal. And I must say that I make a pretty good oatmeal. Now I'm going to also give you the recipe. It's a very special oatmeal, I think. So I thought, let's, since I started partnering with Oxfam, we always talk about how not to waste food. I'm always, big on leftovers. And I thought, let's go with oatmeal leftovers, because oatmeal actually makes a fantastic leftover. Somebody wrote something about their week. Week was good, busy day today, but finished my dinner of chicken, bok choy, and cashews. Ooh, yummy. I love cashews. Hi, Teresa. So, I think that oatmeal makes a beautiful leftover. So what we're going to do today, and again, I'm going to wait until some more people come in. Oh, you guys don't see it. Until
but
more people come in.
You made that last night
I made it last
for
night,
this.
but don't say that.
No, it's okay because it's really great.
I'll tell you how.
So technically, it's leftover.
Okay, I'll tell you by the way how it started. The other day I made oatmeal for Catherine. She loves oatmeal, and I made too much. So the morning after, I was thinking about what to make on the show, and I decided to saute slices of oatmeal with some butter, and then I thought, whoa, we can actually make a dessert of this. Saute them in butter and then use all the toppings in the world. We have pistachios, we have pumpkin seeds, peanuts, we have a few extracts. We have vanilla, rose water, orange blossom, we have sprinkles, because why not? We have sugar, we have walnuts.
Did you use all the chocolate in that incredible galette?
I did.
So
far, this is what we're going to be working with. So that's how it started. And I realized that it would really make a fantastic dessert. And so this is the reason. But yeah, last night I made it on purpose because I didn't have leftover oatmeal. So you know what happened? Catherine ate it this morning. I just heated up for her with some pistachio milk.
Okay, well then technically it is leftover.
So it is a leftover, but I made it for you for today. So, are you guys ready for the recipe of my magic oatmeal? I know that Sherry, I haven't seen Sherry yet. I know that she's big on oatmeal. Sherry, look at this. This is a sign everything is aligned. Okay, this is one of those things. So, first of all, raise your hand. How many of you have oatmeal for breakfast? Is oatmeal big in your house? Because is it here? It is. Catherine would just eat this entire thing. So while you guys tell me how much oatmeal you use, I want to tell you how I make this. I know that I shouldn't say these things about my own food, but I think that this is really special oatmeal. And so I use the basic, the ratio is basically the same, like the basic 3 cups of water to 1.5 cup of oatmeal. Old-fashioned rolled
Rolled
oats.
oats, yeah.
So instead
Not
of using
steel cut?
no, this is old-fashioned. But instead of using 3 cups of water, I use 3.5 cups of water, and the rest I see what milk I have. And in this instance, I use pistachio and almond milk, which made it amazing. So what I do, set the water to boil, add some salt. Meanwhile, while the water is boiling, I mash 1 banana. I usually have apples. I don't have apples these days because they're really not in season right here. So I like to add the sweetness and the tart. So not having apples, I use 1 banana, a little bit of vanilla extract, and the juice of almost half a lemon in the water. So you put the mashed banana in it with the extract and with the lemon. And then when the water boils, put the oatmeal. Towards the end, when the oatmeal starts to thicken, that's when I add, for this, 1 teaspoon, but these teaspoons, and not even full, of honey. If you like it sweeter, of course, you can add more. And
Add more.
so it has the tartness of the lemon or the apple. I like to use Granny Smith. The other day I made it with a nectarine. But the important part is the banana. That is going to give that natural sweetness and the tartness. It makes a special combination, and it's an oatmeal like you never had it before. So now I gave you the recipe. Now tell me, before we start really cooking this, should I add it to my cookbook? Is this a magical recipe that you want to see on the cookbook? Yes or no?
Let's see what happens when
And
you finish it.
now we are going to cook it. Now, so what I did, oatmeal cool down, put it in a container. I kind of pressed it down because I want this to be kind of as compact as possible. And I put it in the fridge overnight. So that is it. What we're going to do now, we're going to start toasting and caramelizing a few nuts. I'll give you the ingredients and you guys tell me what you want to see, okay? I want to see pistachios and orange blossom. So this is my executive decision and I'm gonna do it. What do you guys want to see? We could have peanuts and rosemary. We could have walnuts and rosemary. We could have pumpkin seeds and vanilla. Why not? We can have chocolate. We can have, that's pretty much, there's a lot already. So you guys.
McClanahan Willis said, before you asked, my mother used to smother ours with cream, butter, and brown sugar. So unhealthy, but so good. That sounds great to me. And before I find what people say about that, somebody said...
I'm going to start chopping the pistachios.
Somebody said dumping a bunch of chocolate chips, but I don't think we have them. And Shellwalk wanted to know, with her code, what's a great first order from Bell'Italia? What's good to start with?
Guys, sorry, you guys asked me to give you some products that I love and I completely forgot. I apologize. I will post it. Let me see. Okay, so fette biscottate. I know that they were out of it though, so
we have a.
I would definitely try Crodino, Taralli. Please try Taralli. Let me see. A good coffee if you like espresso. Caffè Kimbo is great. They have the Frisella. I'm gonna give you.
Yeah, you should post
tomorrow.
it.
I'm gonna post it for you guys. Sorry, I completely forgot, so I apologize.
We've got a few suggestions.
Mm-hmm. Please go ahead.
Let me see. Coconut, pumpkin seeds.
I don't have coconut.
Our nurse friend in New Jersey isn't sure about the rosemary. Hemp hearts, chocolate, cranberry.
I have some dry cranberries.
Should I get
what about peanuts and cranberries? And we have that play of mine on peanut butter and jelly.
Sherry said chocolate, walnuts, cranberry, and honey. That sounds really, really good. You know you have a chocolate bar in there. You have a coconut chocolate bar.
No, but also, I think that I got you a almond chocolate here, my love.
Oh, and
it's in the fridge.
Okay, great. And Teresa says, I love orange blossom and rosemary. Use cardamom.
Oh, I have. Oh, that's it. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I added a pinch of cardamom, a pinch of ginger, dry ginger, and a pinch of cloves in my oatmeal. A great thing to add, by the way, cardamom is a great idea. A great thing to add sometimes, by the way, is also orange zest in the, I think that orange zest with the cloves.
Teresa made scones this weekend with orange blossoms, rosemary, cardamom, and figs.
Oh, I ordered figs. They're arriving tonight from Farm Fresh to You. I can't wait. I love figs. So cardamom is a great idea. Thank you, Teresa. So we have a few toppings. So we're gonna make a few. We're gonna.
Do you want me to get the? Where's the cardamom?
Yeah,
it's in here.
No, it's in the cardamom here. But maybe you can get me the dried cranberries on.
If there are any left, because we all know how much our daughter likes.
No,
those.
she doesn't. They're on the second shelf, like on to the corner to the right. So can I tell you how? I think that the quarantine is hitting us in different ways. I'll tell you how it's hitting me. I don't know why, but a few nights ago, I decided that at 11 p.m., when I should have been in bed, big time, I decided to reopen an old piercing that had been closed for at least 2 years. Now, to give you a little bit of preamble of why, I went for an MRI, so I had to, actually it was a CT scan this time, I had to remove my piercing. So at 11 p.m. I decided that I had to put them back, and I decided that I had to open it. It hurt. It hurt and it got infected. Now, how is this quarantine hitting you? Because with all the ways it can hit me, you know, it can hit me with compulsive shopping, it could be hitting me with compulsive whatever, but with reopening a piercing, it's weird. So I like to toast my stuff with just a little bit of sugar. Oh, try to get a little bit closer to me. Just a little bit of sugar. I'm gonna put my pistachio in. I know that you guys say pistachios, but I like to say pistachio. These are unsalted pistachios, roasted for sure. Caramelized. Now we have some cardamom. No, Alice never do that MRE. I know, you guys. I know. That was really stupid. Silly, whatever. And then I have a question for you about egg replacement. Thank you so much. So let's add a little bit of orange blossom. I have something in my eye. Oh, man, can you open this for me, please?
What is this? Orange blossom?
Orange blossom. So,
Interesting.
did you open it? Just a tiny bit of cardamom. And then we can start with little. And then you can always, with everything, you know?
Well,
a little goes a long way. So
this is true.
I love the orange blossom. Now let's start caramelizing this. What I love about like dishes like this is that you can really work with whatever you have in mind on a specific day, whatever you have in your pantry. It's I think I added a little bit too much sugar. Now this oatmeal is on purpose not too sweet because I knew that I would do this. Hi Jim, I read about that cookie, so sad. What happened? What happened?
Well, I'm looking. Oh, Cookie says, my heart hurts for the loss of Benjamin, Elvis' grandson, in July. And also, Shelley Saffold is having a second treatment tomorrow. Are you having a second treatment tomorrow, Shelley? Let me see. Or is
Hi,
it Rose?
Emma. Welcome.
Emma, is it your birthday?
Emma, is your birthday?
Happy birthday,
Happy
Emma.
birthday, Emma.
Happy birthday, Emma. For those who are asking about me, I hurt my knee a few weeks ago. I thought it would heal or get a little better, and it hasn't. So I got an MRI, and they said, call the doctor. And I called the doctor. I haven't talked to them yet.
If they gave us miles for all the MRIs that we're having, we would travel
Also, I'm having
to Australia both ways, huh?
I'm having a day.
Ben is having a day.
I wasn't until a few hours ago.
Wow, the orange blossom, when it warms up, you kind of almost...
So do you have anything in there, or are you toasting them dry?
This is a little bit of sugar, pistachio, and a little bit of orange blossom. And we can always add the orange blossom. So I'm planning on making at least 3 toppings, 2 of each. So we can take a nice photo, we can try it, etc.
Oh no, I'm not getting a cold, for those who asked. I am not getting a cold, I'm just me. Fresh out of the shower, wanted to be nice and clean for y'all.
I love the smell of caramelized anything. Like, oh, you know what? I want a sesame. Sesame.
Jim Harrington just made spaghetti al limone and he's eating it while watching this.
Ooh, I love
Oh,
spaghetti.
geez.
Maybe we can have that for dinner.
Okay.
I've been craving clams, actually.
Hey,
lately.
you want to DM me your exact recipe, or
Yeah,
actually,
Jim, can you send us the recipe?
Yeah, send me the recipe.
I'm gonna make
Jim.
them tonight.
You know, Jim, I didn't do anything for my knee. I was actually running alongside Catherine, who runs really slow, and I didn't twist, I didn't turn, didn't do anything, and it went bang. So,
Okay, I think that we're done with the pistachios.
and I'm kicking the opioids that didn't help with the pain. Erica Canales.
Hey, Erica. Okay, so one is done. I'm gonna put it back in its little bowl. So we can move to peanuts, cranberries. You guys said. I'm sorry, but if we do peanut and cranberries, I need to use some rosemary. Was that one of the requests? Cranberries. I love
Somebody
the other cranberries.
Somebody requested cranberries.
Because the cranberry is actually going to give a nice tart. So let's chop the peanuts and the peanuts. Now I have a question for you while I chop. I bought this at the store the other day. It's the egg replacement, egg replacer. Have you ever tried it? And what's your take if you have? Vegan people, tell me.
Somebody said ice, elevation, NSAIDs, and I did all of that. And no, I'm going to have to address it more directly, but it's all going to be okay. Yes, you're right, Cookie. People should take their meds.
Oops.
People should take their meds. People should take their meds. Eileen, you're right, but I did. That's the first thing I did was ice, elevation, and NSAIDs. And nope, it still hurt enough to take tramadol, and tramadol didn't do a damn thing except keep me awake.
And he slept on the couch for a week.
Yeah, and the couch was the only place that worked, but it still doesn't work. Let me see. Let's see. Yes. They're talking amongst themselves. Hey, we're here too. Trader Joe's has a vegan yellow spice powder that's supposed to taste like eggs for tofu and stuff.
But what about, this is supposed to be good in baking. I never tried it. The only thing in baking sweet, because when I bake savory, I do the flaxseed meal, but I never tried the flax meal. I don't trust the flaxseed meal in my cakes, for example. So I was wondering, I bought it. It wasn't expensive and I wanted to give it a try. Worst case scenario, doesn't work. It's made of starches anyway, so, which is basically I'll tell you what is it made of. I'll tell you in a second. Even though most of my cookies don't have eggs and don't even have the replacement. Now, I want to share with you something that I've been watching The Avengers with Ben. And maybe that's why I color my hair, because I think that I have a crush on Emma Peel.
You have a crush on Mrs. Peel?
On Mrs. Peel.
Cool.
So that's why I told Ben if we...
Yeah, her hair is a little more red, but I like yours
I can
like
get
this.
more red.
I like you like you
I
are.
told Ben that if this year if we celebrated Halloween, we could go, Ben and I could go as Steve and Mrs. Peel. Do you guys like The Avengers?
Teresa said you can use non-dairy yogurt to do the same thing as eggs. That sounds cool.
Okay. Well, I
flaxseed
don't.
meal.
It's not really for the non-dairy because at that point probably I can use yogurt.
But
I'm not vegan, you guys. Sometimes I just don't want to use eggs.
But I don't know if non-dairy yogurt is a certain texture because of whatever's in
Well,
it.
non-dairy yogurt is either almond or
Well, maybe that's why it's
coconut. That's but it affects doesn't it affect the flavor? Eggs equal protein. Yeah, I know.
good. I need more protein, so I need more
Then
eggs.
you do need more protein.
I do need more protein. Absolutely. Barbara's husband just found out he has a Baker's cyst behind his knee. What is that? They couldn't find it till an ultrasound. Let me see. Was the flaxseed
So in the
brown?
rosemary, the flaxseed is brown, yeah.
Teresa uses chia or flax meal for bakery stuff.
Because it works great for when I do meatballs or meatloaf, this kind of stuff. It works absolutely great. Now I want to. This is the second topping. If you have a request, I want to use the walnuts, perhaps. For next week, you guys, I want you to choose the dish. Okay, so think about it in the next few days. I would really like you to let me know what dish you want to see made next week. I'm gonna start with a little bit, not too much rosemary, just a tiny bit, and cranberries. Let me do this here if I want to. That's it. So Ben, can you give me the cranberries, please? Here it is. Tramadol didn't help. Hi Peyton.
Peyton, you're back. We haven't seen you for a while. You're back to work, right? Dang. It's okay that you're late. Better late than never. Urgent question from Delson Ross. Do we heat the water we put in the inflatable kiddie pool? Actually, we
You
do.
want the truth.
For the morning, we boil a bunch of big pots and kettles of water and pour it into
It's
the
true.
kiddie pool because it gets cold overnight. But by afternoon, the way it's been, the sun just heats it
Yeah,
up, so it's really nice.
we had a heat wave, so by the afternoon it's actually broth. But yeah, we put in a bunch of kettle, like we boil a lot of water in the kettle. So here I'm gonna hold on to the sugar a little when doing the caramelization because these cranberries are sweetened. Why not? Here it is. So maybe instead of, you know what I'm gonna do? I'll put some honey.
Oh, yeah. Erica's curious about the egg replacer because she has an intolerance. So, stay tuned, Erica. Or, you can call us. Or, you know what? It would be really nice to see you,
To
Erica.
see you, Erica.
Do you know who would freak out? Me,
And Catherine.
Alice, and Catherine.
You know that when I tell Catherine things like, the other day she asked me, no, it's a little intimate, but she asked me, do you have pink underwear like I do? And I said, yes, actually I have that exact hot pink color. I'm wearing it now, by the way. So, and she asked me, and Erica too. She has this thing with Erica and Jenny O.
But
I
she
don't want to
didn't
live
ask
alone
yeah.
anymore. No, she didn't ask about Jenny
No.
O, but she asked about Erica.
She's
so here,
crazy. She's crazy about "I Don't Want to Live Alone Anymore" by Jenny O. Which, if y'all don't know it, you should get it.
sometimes she comes up and she says, Mama, do you want to live alone? I don't want to live alone anymore. Yeah, Erica, and that's she. You know, when it comes to you, it's the craziest things. Like I told her that nobody can. I was telling her.
I told her nobody is going to come into the room while you're sleeping. No dogs, no owls. Nobody gets to come in here except me and Mama and Elise. And she said, and Erica?
And Erica. It's always an Erica.
She's always, and Erica? I did try melatonin. Melatonin is a big help, but this was keeping awake because of the pain. Good sleeping pills. Delson, avoid sleeping pills if you possibly can. If you need them, ask your doctor and start with something super mild because that stuff can
You know,
really fight you back.
I had to take a muscle
Melatonin is
relaxant a few days ago, last week, because of I woke up completely blocked and I didn't go away for a week, and I hated it. It didn't work, and it made me. I really realized how much I celebrated 8 years sober on Thursday, and I realized how much it has changed. But also from the beginning of my sobriety, because I remember the very early days, I was still after that feeling. Not early days, early months and early years. I was really after that feeling in a natural way or when it was prescribed. And now I hate it. It made me so loopy. I fell asleep. I had to quit a Zoom thing that I was doing because I was falling asleep. I hated it. And I realized that if I hate being unaware during rough times, that's a gift. That I'd rather be awake and aware and active during rough times. It's a beautiful gift, actually. Oh, peanuts this is amazing. Peanuts, just a tiny bit of honey, and cranberries. So to recap for those that have joined later, we are making a little leftover oatmeal cakes, and we are preparing the toppings now. We have a first topping of pistachios, cardamom, and some orange blossom, caramelized with some sugar. Here we're having a honey caramelized peanuts and rosemary and what's it called, hyacinth, and cranberries, dry cranberries. And now I think that I'm gonna do walnuts and cocoa and vanilla.
Will the cocoa work, or is it going to be too bitter?
That's a little bitter.
I would like to put
walnuts,
some
vanilla,
brown sugar, cream, butter.
I have some of that chocolate. What do you think, Ben? The one that I got you, but then it wouldn't.
You don't have to have the chocolate in there. I don't want you to go too crazy with too much stuff.
This is amazing, guys. The key here
Besides,
is to
if you
never
leave the
go,
chocolate on,
because when you cross the line, it's gone. So they never have to burn, okay? They burn really easily. When you caramelize, it burns really easily. Yes, Ben?
Lou Gold bought some radicchio this week because of the show.
Yay.
It's still in the fridge because I'm not sure what I should do for the first time I try it. But
Can I tell you?
It's incredible.
There's more. Okay, so for lunch, this is what we had today. Leftover pizza and farinata and the radicchio. Listen to these 4 steps. Rinse it, quarter it, okay? You don't have to rinse the whole core because you remove the outer leaves. So quarter it. This grill that we use several times. I put a little bit of oil here, put the quarters of radicchio, and I grill them to blackness. Like I want the black stuff, okay? With tiny bit of oil, not too much. Let it burn. And then remove it when it's very well cooked and all barbecued along the edges. Put it on a plate, extra virgin olive oil and some salt. That is it. It's delicious.
Rabbi, you fell yesterday. Are you okay?
Delicious. Okay, now I'm going mild with the sugar because then I would like to put some powdered sugar on top of my slices because it makes it pretty, and because I finally found, not really an ad, but I found my favorite vanilla powdered sugar from Bella Italia, and this is the same brand of the baking powder that I use. And by the way, for those who ask me what to get as the first thing at Bella Italia, the baking powder is definitely one of those things. Well, I'll show it to you. Same brand, Pane Angeli. Now, third topping, walnuts, vanilla, and and what are we doing? Walnuts, vanilla, and cinnamon? Whoa, yeah. What do you think, guys? Yes or no? Walnuts, vanilla, and cinnamon.
Walnut, vanilla, and cinnamon?
Yeah.
I love that.
Sounds nice, right?
Yes.
Done. So exciting. I love these dishes that are creative and then basically you're playing in the kitchen. I love it. It's so fun because there's no really technique, there's no rules. It's just fun and it's colorful. We have color, texture, and we're gonna find a way to put the sprinkles because they're pretty.
Sherry wants to know if we're growing radicchio.
No, we're not. Not this year. This year was my first year with the little orchard. Orchard is a big word. I have planters. Next year, I know. Next year, I'm starting to understand what I want, what I like, how to do it. My tomatoes are what gave me the most out of everything. Like, I'm so happy. I get so many tomatoes. My plants are full again, and they're gonna go on for a while. Alice, this sounds so yummy, but there's no way I can throw these all together at
Can it
5
be made ahead of time? Yes, you do make it.
No, but wait a second. This is not for breakfast. This is more of a dessert. 5 a.m. No.
But you can make oatmeal the night before.
You can make oatmeal the night before.
And it's different cold, but it's cool.
But no, you can always, the toasting of the oatmeal is going to take 5 minutes, if at all. Here's my walnuts. But this is more of a way of, on the Food Network, they have all these things about transform breakfast, elevate breakfast, transform breakfast into a Food Network. By the way, if you want me, I'm here. Now, you can transform things. So this is more of a let's transform something that is meant for breakfast, but that you can make for Sunday morning brunch. What a beautiful thing, Sunday morning brunch, or dessert. It's going to be our dessert tonight. A little bit of vanilla. Oops. Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect for Sunday mornings. That's exactly that's right. Conzo says baked oatmeal is good.
Also, yeah.
That's a good idea.
I need to put a little bit more walnuts here, though.
I like it all.
I love walnuts. They're some of my favorite nuts. Am I driving you some nuts?
You're driving me some nuts.
So guys, what are your plans for the week? Have you all started, today is my slow day. Sometimes English is hard for me. It is. So tell me, have you all gotten back to work? I know some of you have. I know that some of you have never stopped because they're essential workers. But I'm curious, how's your life going? Because that says it all. I love that yesterday there was this thing going on Twitter about posting the Google, find your name in, did you say GIF or GIF?
People say that you're supposed to say GIF. It
GIF.
looks like GIF for
and
me.
you have to post
GIF.
the first one that,
They say it's GIF.
You have to post the first one that reminded you of this year, like that summarized basically how this year went. And I thought that mine was pretty cool, but Patton Oswalt found a photo of Pence in a post, and a mailman dressed like a mailman, and the package exploded. And I thought that was the perfect GIF. I'm currently on unemployment. Kristen 61. What do you do, Kristen? I set a goal on Strava to bike 100 miles a week. I missed it. It went too fast. I'm going to add some honey to the walnuts, cinnamon, and vanilla. I missed. Jim was saying something. I asked Kristen 61 what she does for a living, and because she said, "What about fire tornado on the California?"
That's in Northern California. It's weird. It is weird. Peyton, I think you know this.
Yeah,
she did 4 music videos this week.
Yeah.
She's Peyton. She just started Tracy. Because of you. Peyton, my God, you know what we should do,
Peyton?
You're not going to be able to work because you'll be so obsessed. I told her she was going to become a pod person. And she said she was going to become smoking hot like your wife. I said, you're going to become
Peyton,
both.
hey Dan, why don't we do Tracy together one day on Zoom? Next weekend I'm going to do her live weekend. I'm going to wake up at 6 for Tracy. Every other weekend she has a live class, like a 3-hour live class with cardio, dance, talk, and class with the broomstick and then the chair. But yeah, Peyton, I would love to.
But Bike Lover Susie says her daughter was working at the Denver Roxy, which is a dinner club with live music. Due to not enough people coming out and the musicians not working, she packed up and will be home tomorrow. Now, you can't have live music now. It's a bad idea. I wish it wasn't a bad idea. The drive-in ones seem to be pretty cool.
But even in Italy, my mom
Peyton
today
said
told me
yes.
that they're closing all the discotheques. I don't know, in Italian they're called discotheques. Or is it called here? Disco clubs?
Discotheque.
Discotheques.
Well, those who know,
Is it
or just
old-fashioned
discos.
Yeah, because they open them, and it's coming back. It's going back there too. It's going back. It's coming back. You guys, who wants to give me English classes?
But Catherine keeps her mask on really well.
Yeah, Catherine is really good with the mask. We are very fortunate. We see the neighbors once a week, and she keeps the mask on from far away, 6 feet, and outside.
Cynthia is like, what's that, Alice? Tracy Anderson's 3-hour workout?
Well, it's only every other weekend she does there's a first part with Madison, who is their assistant this time, and she does a breakdown of the moves. And then she has a cardio. Then she has the real, like the mat work with the chair and the broomstick, which is super fun. And then she has a talk. So it's not a full 3 hours, but yeah, it's called Super Sunday and Super Saturday. And it's every other weekend. But it's on the East Coast. So when, you go live, she goes live, but you have to wake up at 6 on the West Coast to do it. I haven't been crazy to do it, but I have seen several friends doing it, and it looks fantastic. So I thought that for a weekend I can try next weekend.
C. Tristan is buffering. Is anyone else? I do not know.
Patricia.
I do not know.
Okay, so I think that these are ready.
Domestic violence prevention, but God bless you.
Who works in the
PJT Barnes.
Oh, PJ.
So that is an essential business, that's for sure.
Yeah, if
because
you want,
right now, I mean,
if you want to pin a number or a link to this, please, or if you want to message me the link or number of where, just let me know, and I'm going to share it in my stories.
Shelly's friend's grandmother's on the ventilator from COVID. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. What is buffering? Hi, Alice. I just love you. Thank you, Patricia. I love you guys too. That just my rock star dream just came true. Alice, I love you, and in front of a giant audience. I love you too. Instagram.
Well, at least I love you too, Patricia.
Here we have I can smell the cinnamon perfectly. Now, as you could see, I didn't really give you specific ingredients because there are not specific ingredients here. Just go with your taste, okay? Like we always do, mostly do. But cinnamon, start small, and then you can always add. You can actually even add it at the end with some sugar. So don't overdo, because then it's really hard to, you would have to add so many more walnuts, and you can always do. And any leftover here, by the way, can be used as yogurt topping, ice cream topping, or just eat it straight from the bowl with a spoon, which is what always ends up happening here. I always say I'm going to use it tomorrow on my yogurt, but it never makes it to the morning. So, by the way, I never made this before. This is an exclusive. Guys, when I say too many silly things, just tell me, okay? No, don't.
There can't be enough silly things.
Now, I think we are 3 toppings. What do you think? We have the time for one more if you want. Let me see. We have time for one more topping. What about something with, shouldn't we do something with chocolate? We have one more topping, you guys. Okay, just to recap. We have pistachio, orange blossom, and that's it. Pistachio and orange blossom. We have cinnamon, vanilla, and walnuts. We have rosemary, peanuts, and cranberries. Now, I have a choice of pumpkin seeds. There's chocolate, with some kind of chocolate.
There's a leftover pizza.
There's a leftover pizza. We have sprinkles. We have rose water. What can we use for rose water?
Splash of Crodino.
If I had coconut, I could use coconut and lime.
You have a chocolate coconut bar.
Raisin. I don't have raisin. No to chocolate. Okay. You guys are very serious on no chocolate. I agree. I mean, we don't need chocolate. We're needing too much chocolate these days. So, what do we have? I kind of wish I had coconut. We can do Pumpkin seed. No, let's not do chocolate. We said not chocolate.
No, not no chocolate.
Pumpkin
It's a
seed.
little bit of this.
Pumpkin seeds and sprinkles.
Pumpkin seeds. What kind of sprinkles?
Chocolate is never wrong. Hey, Jacqueline. So, what do? We can do
Coconut
what,
party.
pumpkin-
Do we have any coconut?
I don't have any coconut. That's
Did
the
she
problem.
eat it all?
Wait a second. Oh my god, I have a crazy idea, but I'm gonna do it.
Do you have
Can you
jelly?
get Can you get me plantain chips? I have a crazy idea. Don't judge me. And if it's not good, I'll tell you. But I have a weakness for plantain chips.
Hello. Why don't you just put some? Don't we have some jelly, some jam in the fridge?
Nope.
Yeah, we do.
Now, I have a weakness for this. These are salted, okay? They're fried and salted and good. I'm going to use some honey and caramelize. No, jam. No, I don't want jam. We're going to caramelize these salted fried plantain chips and add some vanilla. And I think that it's going to be good because I like the salt, sweet.
You know, you have cherries.
In worst case scenario, I'm not going to make too much. Worst case scenario, I'm just going to eat the plantain.
We also have cherries.
Cherries what?
We have cherries.
Oh, wait a second. But no, Ben, that's kind of liquidy though.
Okay then.
I love those. Yeah, they're good, right? What flavor? A cherry. Teresa, cherry. But actually, it's not my favorite. I love Bio Frutta because it's only sweetened with fructose, and I like my jam not too sweet. Yeah, Ben and I are opposite. Can you please get me that one, the film? So, I love plantain chips. Plantain chips. What is exotic with plantain chips that can go? Maybe lime? What about lime?
I don't see a plantain chip that fell.
The cherry is my favorite jam. Yeah, I love cherry. Can you get me? There's a lime in the...
Coconut.
There's a lime in there. Then how can you not find them? They're everywhere.
You put the lime in the coconut.
And then that's it because then we're running out of time. We want to make
them both together.
Yeah, probably.
All
Like more
in
than
the
a cup.
morning. That was one diseased-looking lime.
I know, it's very old.
You've been zesting it.
Yeah.
Boysenberry jam, fig jam. How are we hanging in? Peyton wants to know. Are we stir crazy yet? You can take the stir out of it, Peyton. I have cracked, and some days are great, and some days I am. What did I tell Julia the other day? That I'm kind of like Captain Ahab on a cranky day, or else I'm Mr. like ecstatic, blissed out family person.
Plantain, sugar, lime, and vanilla. I think it's gonna be fantastic. Oops.
You know, I'm like Kevin McCarthy, the actor, not the congressperson. Kevin McCarthy at the end of the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers. That's kind of how I am. If you want to know, Peyton, look it up if you haven't seen it.
Okay, now
Alice is fine.
when this is done, I'm kind of thriving. I think that I'm.
Cynthia says she should jump in the car and head our way. She should make it by dessert time. Where are you in San Diego? Where are you?
Are you home, Cynthia? These don't really have to
We
tell
have a
us, I
couple
just
of
want
friends
this-
named Cynthia.
Yeah, Cynthia
We've
Ramirez.
got Cynthia down here and Cynthia
down there.
down there. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's get ready. But while these caramelize nicely, I'm very curious about these. Wait to know what you.
My white whale is like a good night's sleep. Well, maybe it's just sleep. I'm angry at it because, no, what is my white whale? What am I mad at that I want to destroy? And I'm obsessed. Well, you know, I don't like talk bad of other artists.
But
There's music that I just cannot stand, and I get furious about it. And Alice is like, Jesus, judgmental much? And I'm a musician. There are very few musicians who, if they don't like something, don't feel personally offended that somebody they don't know at all made a record that sounds the way that they don't like records to sound.
Let's work with our oatmeal. Let's get it out. Oh, because it's kind of late now. See, I did more than I could chew.
Yeah, Captain Queeg. Do you have ball bearings? Is that what you want for the holidays, Rabbi?
Holidays? Who said
No,
holidays?
as a gift.
Ben, can you
The rabbi's
please get
doing
me?
Zoom
Can you
on
please
holiday
get me
services.
butter from the fridge?
I've never heard Cardi B, Peyton. I don't know what what she sounds like. Now you want
So
what, baby?
this is the oatmeal butter from here, yeah, from the top. Okay. Oh, this sounds fantastic. You know, in Italy at Chinese restaurant they have fried banana, like tempura banana.
Is that enough?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Do you want it to hear? Do you want it to hear no as an answer?
Well, I just want more sugar.
Okay, here we have our plantains, caramelized plantains with lime and vanilla. To me, it sounds fantastic. Oh, it's kind of late. Should have not added a fourth topping. Now, let's get down to business. Put some butter in here. Some butter. It smells so good in here. Some butter. And let's make our first, not too much butter, okay? Let's make this still a healthy kind of thing, okay? Just a tiny bit of butter in here. And now, let's slice our oatmeal. This thickness, what is this? Half an inch?
That looks like
Half an inch? Oops. One broke. 4. And you can make them as big or small as you want. Okay. You can also make a big, giant slice. One is breaking because yesterday I cut it the wrong way. Okay, let's turn this on. So this is gonna just take a few minutes to brown on both sides. We have 4. How many toppings do we have? We have 4 toppings. I'm gonna make this whole thing though because I'm going to see if, no, Catherine, she saw the other day, she saw the oatmeal the other day toasted and she got scared of the black. I mean, it was not black, it was the toasted, the little burned, and she freaked out. Who knows? The little devil. Who knows?
Teresa, ask Captain Stop Trump, depending on what the stadium is, it fair use if the stadium paid the license?
For what?
That's the question everybody's got. For Trump using McCartney at rallies and stuff.
Why doesn't he use the shitty artists to support him?
That sounded beyond ominous, Rabbi. Oh man. That's it, yeah.
You know, there are so many there are actually a few shitty artists that support him, so. Anyway, let's not talk about politics right now. I'm too into the buttery flavor of my dessert. So, this really goes to show you that you can make out of pantry ingredients. There was nothing fancy here. I think that the fanciest thing here was the orange blossom, pretty much. Everything else, something that most people have or that most people can find. I think that this is gonna go in the book. What do you think, guys? Should I add a recipe of both my oatmeal and the oatmeal tarts? Not tarts, tartines. Oatmeal tartines, I like it. Can you see it? Yeah. Now, it looks like tempeh, but it's not. Oh, nice and bright. Look at this, you guys. This is what it's supposed to look like. And these are just examples, okay? Feel free to use chocolate, free to use bacon bits if you eat bacon. Feel free to use anything, almonds, pretty much anything. Coconut would be fantastic. Coconut flakes. Really, have fun with it. Have fun. That's the key.
Sherry says add the recipe.
Okay, Sherry, I will. Look at this. I mean, it makes me happy. Just the color makes me happy. This is the original color. not really inviting, but just gonna wait for the second part, and then we're gonna start assembling. Here we have the one that I'm gonna make for later. Take a nice picture. By the way, you're starting to send me photos of your food. I shared some of it. Please continue to do so. Even if it's not pretty, we're working on, who cares if it's pretty or not, as long as it is good, okay? So anything that you make and you feel like is not pretty enough for Instagram, let other people just shut up and post it.
Shellwalk says, are you putting stories in your cookbook too about growing up?
Yeah.
And the food?
It's actually a collection of recipes and essays. So there are essays about my grandmother, about my growing up in Italy. There's some of personal essays about me and Ben, especially connected to two recipes: the carrot, the rosemary and cinnamon carrot, and the broccoli with the orecchiette with broccoli raws. Oops! Oh, this broke. It's okay. So yeah, it's a collection of stories and recipes.
Peyton can't wait for the cookbook.
I know, Peyton. Neither can I. I'm very excited.
You know, the last good night's sleep, Peyton, that I got was when I was in Nashville to work on Chris Stapleton right before. I slept until I woke up, and then I had lunch with Jim Harrington.
Now, let's start. Let's start by order with which we made them, okay? I'm gonna use my hands, but, these pistachios are really caramel. You can use sesame. Oops. So I'm gonna start by topping my oatmeal. We need to start trying it because it's late. I didn't realize it. I'm being a little messy here, but just because I'm always running out of time. Then we have our peanut butter, rosemary, and yeah, you know, it's when you caramelize it, of course, it becomes a little hard. Isn't this a fun way to experience oatmeal? And we have our walnut, cinnamon, and vanilla.
Harrington, when I was in Nashville and we had and I met you for lunch before I did the session, it was my last complete night's sleep. I slept until I woke up naturally. It was unbelievable.
And then finally we have our plantain. What is it? Plantain, lime, and vanilla.
And C.K. Hayes says, your daughter's essence is beautiful. And this is true.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's true. She's magical.
The last time Peyton slept well was after she left our house. Is that because you were no longer around us?
Plantain needs a little bit more sugar. Now, let me show you.
Where's the sugar?
They're delicious. Okay, now, I want to do one more thing. Live TV, you guys, is hard work. And you sweat. Okay, Ben, come and try. Look at this beauty. Makes me so happy. Look. Can you see how pretty this is, you guys? Right? So we have pistachio and orange blossom. We have plantain, lime and sugar and vanilla. We have walnuts, cinnamon and vanilla. And we have peanuts, cranberries, and peanuts, cranberries, and rosemary. So
Eat.
let's try. Let's try the pistachio first, okay? And then, I would top it a little bit more if I were you. I'm in a little bit of a hurry, and so it's you know what it has a feel of French toast.
French toast?
That's what it reminds you of. No, Ben. No, not now. Not now, love. No, now. Please. Try it this way. And
you get so worried, my love. Don't get
Oh
worried.
yeah, you got here.
Don't get so worried.
Have first bite. This is the whole thing. Do I treat him bad?
That's really cool. I like that. Dan, they're a little bit crispy, but it's mostly the toppings. And there's a
Oh my
little
God.
bit browned on top. They're pretty cool. More sugar always.
I would actually put a little bit more on orange blossom on the pistachio.
More sugar. Lemon, thyme, and toasted pine nuts would be good
Ooh,
too.
also.
This is true, and we have thyme.
The
in the
pine nuts.
garden.
I don't have pine nuts. Now, ooh, a tiny bit more of orange blossom, I would say. Now, let's go with the peanuts. Ben tried peanuts, rosemary, and cranberries. Cranberry.
Peanuts, rosemary, and cranberries.
Oops, you lost the peanut. You lost the cranberry.
Are you sure? Eileen, our nurse friend, wants to try them. They're really good. I would make them a little sweeter, but
You make them sweeter.
I make everything a little sweeter.
This one a little sweeter. Pistachio doesn't. I would add a little bit more sugar in the, or honey, in the peanuts. The pistachio is my favorite for now. Walnut, cinnamon.
I would add this, of course, but I'd add it to everything.
Babe, try this. This is walnut, cinnamon, and sugar. I think I was very shy with the spices.
I feel very shy with the sweeteners. That's really good though. The crunch is great. The combo is great. If it had syrup on it, it would be it would be the breakfast or dinner or it would be dessert if it had syrup on it.
Yeah. I'm gonna add more powdered sugar.
Yeah, powdered sugar will do it. Powdered sugar will do it.
Cinnamon, perfect. Nice. And plantain. Want to try plantain? This one definitely needs more sugar. I'm actually going to add some more. Ben, plantain?
Oh, well, there's more? Still there's more?
Plantain, lime, and
We
banana.
call them plantains. We ate them all the time in Panama, but we call them plantains.
Do you call it plantain?
Never call them plantains. Am I eating on camera? Yuck.
You don't like it?
No.
No?
No, I mean, I don't like eating on camera. I like it. I like this. It's missing chocolate. You are
Wow.
exactly
You
right.
guys,
We are missing chocolate.
plantain is my second favorite.
They're really good.
Wow.
The plantains
Okay.
are really good.
Plantain really nice. The lime gives that.
The plantains are really
Wow. I'm very happy about this, guys. I need to stop myself now from eating all the toppings.
good. I need to stop my daughter from running in here because she
Guys,
got on camera a little bit
amazing.
too much lately. Ah,
Thank you so much.
Eileen Allen says Nutella.
Thank you so much. Now, please message me. Let me know what you want next week. Okay, you guys choose. I'm gonna keep making a few more of these for for dessert. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. The usual, same old. Thank you so much. Nutella and strawberries. Yes, Nutella on anything. Bye, Dan. Thank you all for showing up.
Bye, Dan. Bye, Peyton. Bye, Cynthia.
Guys,
Bye, Cynthia.
really,
Bye, everybody. And
thank you so much for showing up. I don't take it for granted. Thank you. You guys rock. See you next week and see you on Instagram. Bye, guys.
Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye.